Millburn is a suburban township in Essex County, New Jersey, United States. As of the 2010 United States Census, the township's population was 20,149, reflecting an increase of 384 from the 19,765 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 1,135 from the 18,630 counted in the 1990 census. Millburn was created as a township by an act of the New Jersey legislature on March 20, 1857, from portions of Springfield Township, when Union County was formed. Earlier known variously as Milltown, Millville, Rumbrook, and Vauxhall, the name Millburn was adopted before the township was established. The township's name derives from the burn that powered mills in the area. The township is home to the South Mountain Reservation, the upscale mall at Short Hills, and the Paper Mill Playhouse, an established regional theater. New Jersey Monthly magazine ranked Millburn as the 53rd best place to live in New Jersey in its 2008 rankings of the best places to live in New Jersey. Millburn had the highest annual property tax bills in New Jersey in 2009 at $19,097, compared to the statewide average of $7,300 that year, which was the highest in the United States. This is primarily a function of high property values, as Millburn had the lowest effective property tax rate in 2014 among the 22 municipalities in Essex County. History. In June 2007, Millburn celebrated its 150th birthday in its downtown, in one of the biggest celebrations in Millburn history. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the township had a total area of 9.876 square miles, including 9.322 square miles of land and 0.554 square mile of water. Unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the township include Brantwood, Canoe Brook, Short Hills, Washington Rock, White Oak Ridge and Wyoming. Millburn comprises the historic Wyoming District and the South Mountain and Millburn Center areas. Short Hills contains the sections of Knollwood, Glenwood, Brookhaven, Country Club, Merrywood, Deerfield Crossroads, Mountaintop, White Oak Ridge, and Old Short Hills Estates. Situated approximately 15 miles from Manhattan, Millburn Township is bordered by the Essex County communities of Livingston and West Orange to the north and northeast, and Maplewood to the east, the Morris County communities of Florham Park and Chatham Borough to the west and southwest, and the Union County communities of Summit to the south, and Springfield and Union Townships to the southeast. The West Branch of the Rahway River runs through downtown Millburn. Economy. Dun & Bradstreet has its headquarters in the Short Hills section of Millburn. The mall at Short Hills is an upscale shopping mall anchored by Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's and Macy's, with a gross leasable area of 1,370,000 square feet. Arts and culture. Bina Israel Synagogue, designed by architect Percival Goodman, the synagogue features works by Herbert Ferber, Adolph Gottlieb and Robert Motherwell. Parks and recreation. Cora Hartshorn Arboretum and Bird Sanctuary, a site owned by the daughter of Short Hills founder Stuart Hartshorn. The 16 acres park with its 3 miles of trails was donated to the township in 1958. South Mountain Reservation, an Essex County nature reserve covering more than 2,000 acres of land in Millburn, Maplewood and West Orange. Old Short Hills Park, Jarrow Park and Taylor Park. Demographics. Millburn has one of the largest Jewish communities in Essex County, along with neighboring Livingston and South Orange. Philip Roth's popular novel Goodbye, Columbus, about a newly affluent Jewish family in the 1950s, was set in the Short Hills section of Millburn, and a key scene takes place at the Millburn High School track. The township has attracted professionals moving out of Manhattan, thanks to direct train service to Penn Station. In a report performed by the United Way of Northern New Jersey based on 2012 data, around 11% of Millburn households were classified as asset-limited, income-constrained, employed households, struggling with basic necessities such as housing, childcare, food, health care, and transportation, compared to 38% statewide and 47% in Essex County. 2010 census. At the 2010 United States Census, there were 20,149 people, 6,813 households, and 5,553 families residing in the township. The population density was 2,161.3 per square mile. There were 7,106 housing units at an average density of 762.2 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 80.17% white, 1.63% black or African American, 0.03% Native American, 15.66% Asian, 0.02% Pacific Islander, 0.51% from other races, and 1.97% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 3.49% of the population. There were 6,813 households, of which 48.8% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 72.2% were married couples living together, 7.0% had a female householder with no husband present, and 18.5% were non-families. 15.9% of all households were made up of individuals, and 7.0% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.96 and the average family size was 3.32. In the township, 32.3% of the population were under the age of 18, 4.2% from 18 to 24, 21.1% from 25 to 44, 31.2% from 45 to 64, and 11.3% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 41.0 years. For every 100 females there were 95.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 90.8 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey showed that median household income was $165,603 and the median family income was $194,421. Males had a median income of $136,031 versus $81,152 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $84,663. 2000 census. As of the 2000 United States Census, there were 19,765 people, 7,015 households, and 5,604 families residing in the township. The population density was 2,106.2 people per square mile. There were 7,158 housing units at an average density of 762.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 88.91% white, 8.40% Asian, 1.10% African American, 0.05% Native American, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 0.43% from other races, and 1.08% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 2.04% of the population. The most common reported ancestries in 2000 were 13.5% Italian, 12.2% Irish, 11.7% Russian and 11.5% German. There were 7,015 households, out of which 44.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 71.6% were married couples living together, 6.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 20.1% were non-families. 17.4% of all households were made up of individuals, and 7.7% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.82 and the average family size was 3.19. In the township, the population was spread out with 30.2% under the age of 18, 3.2% from 18 to 24, 28.4% from 25 to 44, 25.1% from 45 to 64, and 13.1% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 39 years. For every 100 females there were 94.1 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 90.2 males. The median income for a household in the township was $130,848, and the median income for a family was $158,888. Males had a median income of $100,000 plus versus $51,603 for females. The per capita income for the township was $76,796. Government. Local government. Since its incorporation as a municipality in 1857, Millburn has operated under the township form of government. The 5-member Township Committee is elected directly by the voters at large in partisan elections to serve 3-year terms of office on the staggered basis, with either 1 or 2 seats coming up for election each year as part of the November general election in a 3-year cycle. At an annual reorganization meeting, the Township Committee selects one of its members to serve as mayor. A business administrator manages the day-to-day functions of the township. As of 2015, update, members of the Township Committee are Mayor Robert J. Tillotson, Deputy Mayor W. Theodore Burke, Cheryl H. Burstein, Sandra H. Heimoff and Ian Mount. Heimoff became mayor in 2008 following the expiration of former Mayor Daniel Bear's term on December 31, 2007. Daniel Bear's service had marked the first time in the history of the town that a Democrat held the title of mayor. Federal, state and county representation. Millburn is located in the 7th Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 27th State Legislative District. Prior to the 2011 reapportionment following the 2010 census, Millburn had been in the 21st State Legislative District. Prior to the 2010 census, Millburn had been split between the 10th Congressional District and the 11th Congressional District, a change made by the New Jersey Redistricting Commission that took effect in January 2013. Based on the results of the November 2012 general elections, New Jersey's 7th Congressional District is represented by Leonard Lance. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. For the 2014-2015 session, the 27th Legislative District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Richard Cody and in the General Assembly by Miller, J.C. and John F. McKeon. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Wadenow. Essex County is governed by a directly elected county executive, with legislative functions performed by the Board of Chosen Freeholders. As of 2014, update, the county executive is Joseph N. DiVincenzo, Jr. The county's Board of Chosen Freeholders consists of 9 members, 4 elected on an at-large basis and 1 from each of 5 wards, who serve 3-year terms of office on a concurrent basis, all of which end December 31, 2014. Essex County's freeholders are Freeholder President Blonnie R. Watson, Freeholder Vice President Patricia Sebold, Rufus I. Johnson, Gerald W. Owens, Rolando Bobadilla, Bill L. Beasley, Carol Y. Clark and Leonard M. Luciano, and Brendan W. Jill. Constitutional elected countywide a county clerk, Christopher J. Durkin. Sheriff Armando B. Fontoura and surrogate Theodore N. Stevens. 2. Politics. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 14,099 registered voters in Millburn, of which 4,512 were registered as Democrats. 3,214 were registered as Republicans and 6,361 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 12 voters registered to other parties. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 55.3% of the vote, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 44.0%. and other candidates with 0.8%. Among the 11,587 ballots cast by the township's 14,594 registered voters, for a turnout of 79.4%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 58.6% of the vote, ahead of Republican John McCain with 39.8% and other candidates with 0.7%. Among the 10,410 ballots cast by the township's 14,034 registered voters, for a turnout of 74.2%. In the 2004 presidential election, Democrat John Kerry received 55.1% of the vote, outpolling Republican George W. Bush with 43.9% and other candidates with 0.6%. Among the 10,315 ballots cast by the township's 13,548 registered voters, for a turnout percentage of 76.1%. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 63.5% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barbara Buono with 35.3%, and other candidates with 1.3%. Among the 5,320 ballots cast by the township's 14,670 registered voters, for a turnout of 36.3%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 47.9% of the vote, ahead of Democrat John Corzine with 44.6%. Independent Chris Daggett with 6.4% and other candidates with 0.4%. Among the 6,906 ballots cast by the township's 13,913 registered voters, yielding a 49.6% turnout. Community organizations. Down the Block, Inc., a 2013 organization, was formed by residents in 2009 to pay bills on behalf of Millburn Township residents in financial distress. Education. The Millburn Township Public Schools serve students in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. As of the 2011-12 school year, the district's 7 schools had an enrollment of 4,854 students and 371.8 classroom teachers, for a student-teacher ratio of 13.06:1. Schools in the district are 5 elementary schools: Deerfield Elementary School, Glenwood Elementary School, Hartshorn Elementary School, South Mountain Elementary School and Wyoming Elementary School, Millburn Middle School for 6th through 8th grade and Millburn High School for grades 9 to 12. In its 2015 report on America's Top High Schools, Newsweek ranked Millburn the #1 open admission and #4 non-magnet school in the nation. It placed 13th overall in the U.S., and 8th in the state among all participating public high schools. All schools ranked above Millburn are selective enrollment per their respective websites and are listed as magnet programs on Wikipedia. The district's high school was the 5th-ranked public high school in New Jersey out of 339 schools statewide in New Jersey Monthly Magazine's September 2014 cover story on the state's top public high schools. Using a new ranking methodology, The school had been ranked 8th in the state of 328 schools in 2012, after being ranked first in 2010 out of 322 schools listed. The magazine also ranked Millburn as the top high school in New Jersey in its 2008 rankings. The influx of younger families into the community has led to significant growth in public school enrollment, with enrollment doubling from 1990 to 2007. Farbrook School is a private, non-sectarian, coeducational day school located in the Short Hills section of Millburn, serving students in nursery through 8th grade, with a total enrollment of 226 students. The Pingree School's lower school campus is located in Short Hills. St. Rose of Lima Academy is a Catholic school with 260 students in pre-K 3 to 8th grade, operating under the auspices of the Archdiocese of Newark. That was established in 1869 and granted academy status in 2008. In September 2013, the St. Rose of Lima Academy was one of 15 schools in New Jersey to be recognized by the United States Department of Education as part of the National Blue Ribbon Schools program, an award called the most prestigious honor in the United States' education system, and which Education Secretary Ann Duncan described as honoring schools that represent examples of educational excellence. Transportation. Roads and highways. As of May 2010 update, the township had a total of 100.77 miles of roadways, of which 81.45 miles were maintained by the municipality, 15.65 miles by Essex County, and 3.67 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. A variety of roads serve Millburn. Major county routes include County Route 510, County Route 527 and County Route 577. Route 24 and Route 124 also pass through or along the southwestern border with Summit. Interstate 78 passes through the very southern tip of the township in the area of Exit 49. Public transportation. Millburn Township is served by two New Jersey Transit Railroad stations along the Morristown Line, providing service to Newark Broad Street Station, Secaucus Junction, and New York Penn Station, as well as to Hoboken Terminal. The Millburn Station is located at the intersection of Essex Street and Lackawanna Place near the Millburn Free Public Library, and the Short Hills Station is located near the Crescent Street between Hobart Avenue and Chatham Road. The latter station is also the site of the Millburn Short Hills Historical Society's museum. New Jersey Transit operates bus service in the township, including the 70 route that stops at the Millburn Railroad Station on a route between Newark and Livingston, with local service on the 873 route.